The Big Red Athletic Foundation presents Muskegon Big Red Football here on TV 96. Brought to you by our sponsors. Port City Federal Credit Union. Lakeshore Carpet One. Core Realty Partners. Jinman Tire Company. Schmidt Roofing and Construction. Bowman's Body Shop. Brickley DeLong Certified Public Accountants. Mercy Health Sports Medicine and Athletic Performance Center. Benton Baker Honda. G&L Greek Chili Dogs. And the Trophy House and Jones Sports. The Meat Block.
MU Echo, go! MU! MU! SK! SK! EG! EG! ON! ON! MU! SK! EG! ON! Muskegon, fight! Woo!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Chapkus and Mike Taylor coming to you here on Channel 96 Muskegon as we get you ready for the Big Reds and the Jenison Wildcats. Jenison coming in with a 2-3 record on the season, but they're 2-0 in the OK Black Conference. Big Reds also 2-0 in conference play. They are 5-0 on the season. And Coach, let's first talk about this Jenison team. A great season last year, won a playoff game, finished 7-4 on the season. But Coach Rob Zeitman dealing with some injuries so far this year.
Yeah, no doubt. You're going to see a lot of similarities in this game between what we do at Muskegon here and what they're doing over here at Jenison. Coach Zeitman, the head coach over here, tremendous leader, tremendous human being. What a background in football, played at the Naval Academy. He is all about discipline and organization, and his teams will reflect that. But, again, for us tonight, it's qualifying week 6. So we have an opportunity to take care of business tonight and get that 6th win and qualify for the playoffs.
One of the unusual things, and everybody will notice it as they're watching this game, is it's still going to be daylight out. This game got moved up to 5 p.m. From a coaching perspective, what does that do to your whole schedule?
Nothing. Absolutely. I mean, hey, you leave a little bit earlier, but again, you get an opportunity to play in more daylight, so the kids will pick up the ball better. I mean, they get to see things clear. Every stadium you go to has different lighting, and that's the big thing you worry about is, what are we doing? The other thing tonight, we're on AstroTurf, so that's to our advantage again. We've got great team speed, but to be able to play on turf, and again, the conditions are phenomenal for football in the upper 50s, a little wind, nothing major, but just great conditions to play some football in the daylight.
And finally, a big loss out of the lineup this week for the Big Reds. Miles Walton's going to sit this one out. Banged his knee up a little bit last week. We're hopeful we'll see him again here in the next couple of weeks. But obviously, some adjustments that the Big Reds will have to make tonight. Well,
yeah, and Mr. Colsay will be filling in for him at cornerback in tonight. So, and again, he had a great game last week, made a lot of plays. So we're okay right there. But we just hope we get Mr. Miles back and get him healthy. And again, I don't think it's anything real major, but he did tear something in there a little bit, so they're looking at maybe some surgery in the next week or two, or they might put it off, test it, and see what. But he had the same thing last year, and he ended up coming back and playing a little bit. That's what happens when you have Muskegon athletes who are tough.
All right. Speaking of tough, we're going to have Coach Taylor down here interviewing someone in just a moment. We'll be right back after this. Schmidt Roofing and Construction is ready to assist with your next home roofing or construction project, including siding, replacement windows, doors, chimneys, and snow and ice removal. The Old Roofer, located at 552 West Southern Avenue, Schmidt Roofing and Construction is your pregame sponsor of Big Reds football.
Big Reds, 1, 2, 3. Big Reds, 5, 6, 7.
Back here from David McKenzie Stadium in Jenison, Matt Chapkus joined by Coach Shane Fairfield. And Shane, business trip here today, chance to lock up a playoff spot.
That's what it's all about. I know their playoffs start now because they're 2-3, and a loss. Now they're playing the waiting game, so I know they're going to come in pretty fired up and a little chippy to get that 4th win and play upset bug. But we know at the same time we want to control our own destiny. We want to leave and write our own story ending, and that is to get this 6th win and put ourselves in control of continuing to possibly play the 3 home games for the playoffs.
Kind of a wild week with the weather, a lot of rain this week, and then we're moving up the start time a couple hours here tonight. How have you and your staff dealt with that?
You know, we always just tell the kids from day one that you can only control the things that you can control, and that's how we go about our business, and how we prepare and how we play. That's got nothing. Everything else is just out of our control. So I think, and then having situations like this, there's no big deal because coach has said these crazy things happen. So we've had to move some practices, but that's nothing new to us. When we play in the playoffs and we have to go to Norton Pines, or we have to go to Grand Valley, or we have to go to Shoreline Academy, wherever we got to be. And then we've been at the middle school, we've been at Cypress Park. You just have to do those things when you have other things happen. So at the end of the day, it's all about executing when you're on the field, preparing and prepping for what your job is, and that is to get a win here tonight against a very good 2-3 football team.
All right, tell us a little bit about the Jenison Wildcats. Obviously broke a long playoff drought last year, finished with a 7-4 record. A little bit of a rough start at 2-3 this year, but still a lot of talent on that other sideline.
Oh, a lot of talent, a great coaching staff, an amazing coaching staff. So, but they believe when you have a confident and amazing coaching staff, the kids will follow. They're 2-3, but I think between the 3 losses, they're 14-3. Are 12-3 amongst the teams that beat them. You know what I mean? So each team that beat them has 1 loss or all 4 wins. So they haven't played just anybody, and they're undefeated in the conference right now, I believe. So it's going to come down to executing and staying fundamentally sound and keeping that. He's a genius. Rob Zeitman is one of the most intelligent, if not the most intelligent man that I know. And if we give him too many touches, he'll make us pay. So we got to make sure our offense sustains drives, and defensively we get them off the field.
Coach Shane Fairfield, thanks so much for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much. Go Big Reds.
We'd like to thank our friends from Port City Federal Credit Union for their sponsorship of Big Reds football. Port City Federal Credit Union, a member-owned financial cooperative offering affordable services and a friendly professional staff. Our thanks to Larry Brigadal and Ralph Burr. Port City Federal Credit Union, located at 460 West Laketon.
Back here from David McKenzie Stadium, Matt Chapkus joined by Jenison coach Rob Zeitman here tonight. And Rob, first, give us a little scouting report from your side, taking a look at the Big Reds. What do you want to see out of your team against Muskegon tonight?
Well, we talk a lot about the enthusiasm and excitement that we bring to the game. Certainly we want to make sure that we do that, and we want to make sure that, our execution is as high as it's been all year. I mean, when you're playing a team as great as Muskegon, you better be able to execute or you're going to be in trouble. So that's kind of where we are. We got to be the best version of us. We're not going to get out there and fool them. We can't hold the ball forever. We've got to play by the rules of football. So, that's kind of our plan.
All right. You guys had a great season last year, finally getting into the playoffs after a long drought here in Jenison. You're basically playing for your playoff lives already this year. What was your message to your team this week?
Well, I think our situations, it's been rough on the kids. We've lost 5 players, essentially 4 of them are two-way players, so we've lost 9 position players due to injury this year. So it's been rough on them, and that kind of belies the fact that we're a better football team than we were last year. So we talk about going 1-0, being the best version of us that we possibly can every single week, going out there and let it fly. And we know we got to win one of the next 2 if we're gonna go to the playoffs, and we're gonna try and back our way in at 5-4. We better beat Muskegon or we better beat Mona Shores. So if we're not pinning our hopes on beating the number 19 team in the nation, then, we're going to get ready for their neighbors next week, and that's kind of where we are. That's the reality of it.
Okay, and then finally, kind of a wild week with the weather this week and the EEE virus that everybody's adjusting game times for, early game time here tonight. How did you and your staff deal with that?
Well, probably as poorly as Shane's did. What can you do? It's frustrating as all get out, and I'll say this. I wish our conference would step up and show some leadership in this and give the school some direction so that we could all operate together under one. And to me, that's part of what the OK Conference should do, and I hope they'll do that in the future.
All right, Coach Rob Zeitman, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck against the Big Reds.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Take care.
Jim Tire Company has kept pace with the changing auto service world in the over 75 years it's been in business. But one constant has been family ownership. Jim Tire Company are proud of their great service and customer relationships. Jim Tire offering new and used tire sales and services located at 665 West Clay Avenue. Our thanks to Jim Tire Company for their support of Big Reds football.
Mike Taylor here, Big Red Football. I'm here with the original godfather of Muskegon football. As you can tell by that smile, he knows that's right. That's a great statement about you, Coach. Coach Poole, tell us how many years, Coach, you've been here with Muskegon?
Wow, that's a hard question. I've been here since 1999. So I think I took 2 years off, so that's about 18, 19 years.
I recall you being here when John Kennedy was president.
Yeah. He was a good president.
Good. Tell us if you can, Coach, give us a quick scouting report on what we're going to see tonight here with this Jenison football team.
Well, you're going to see a similar offense as us. We both kind of come from the Tony and East tree.
Right.
So we're going to see some triple option, some zone option. And Zeitman is, he's a former college coach at Fair State, Kent State, highly intelligent, probably one of the most intelligent coaches we've ever coached with. And so you're going to see a very smart team, a very well-coached team, very disciplined team.
Well, I told Coach Zeitman a minute ago when I spoke with him that you wanted to race him in the 40, and I think you can still take him.
Yeah, I would love to race in a 40. Now, sumo wrestling, he'd get me.
How about the overall health of our team right now, the Big Reds? We're going in week 6. We can qualify for the playoffs. Overall health of our team.
I think we're in real good shape. Our major skill positions are doing great. I don't see, we have Dwight McKinney's a little banged up shoulder. We have another DB who's, yep, he's kind of questionable right now, but I think the outlook for him is good for the playoffs. So when it's all said and done, I think we're in really good shape with not being banged up, the little things. I think we're really healthy, and we're getting stronger and stronger to make the run in the playoffs.
Last question here. Gotta let you get back to work here, Coach. We had a horrible week this week with rain. How do you guys get your time in preparation when you are faced with, getting 18 inches of rain, for 3 days in a row?
Yeah, it makes it tough when we don't have synthetic fields that can absorb it and your footing's good. So we had a couple little ventures. We took a venture, I think it's to where Lakeside practices, Cypress Park or something,
right.
and that was really nice. And then we went to our middle school on Thursday. So we just had to transport kids there. It adds to our practice time, but at the end of the day, we were fortunate enough to be able to be outside and be on a nice footing as compared to our practice field and game field. So gotta be creative. It's all the more reason why we hope someday we pass a bond for artificial turf here at Hackley.
Absolutely. Coach, we as a media staff here, we've kind of dedicated this game and hopefully win number 852 to you, okay?
Oh, that's great. But if we lose, now that's a big pressure, but I think we're going to win.
We'll all be unemployed if that happens, so we'll be here next week, folks. Coach Don Poole right here for Big Red Football. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
I'm here with junior kicker Jose Gutierrez right now, a man with an unbelievably lively leg and who has done a great job back here doing the handling all the kicking assignments, and he's actually becoming a very good tackler. Tell us exactly how does your practice week go, Jose? Right now, looking at what you do, and how do you get your time in and your work in to get your kicking game where it needs to be?
Well, Coach Seth helps me a lot. He usually helps me improve. Like every time he convinces me to kick, to not give up, pick my head up, and just keep on going.
When did you decide to try and kick a football?
I heard about it, like everybody's talking about football at school when I first moved to Muskegon, and yeah, so I had to,
So you originally came here and were playing soccer?
Yeah, playing soccer.
How long had you played soccer?
But been playing since I was 9 in Mexico.
Nice. How long have you lived in the Muskegon area?
I usually middle school. I used to go back to Mexico and then come back. So I've been at Muskegon for my freshman year. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, we sure enjoy watching you do what you do best, and that is kick that football. And keep working at it, and continued success with you and the Big Reds football. Hey, we qualify tonight. We get this win. We qualify for the playoffs.
Yeah, let's get at it.
Any messages out there for the fans in Big Red Nation?
Come support us, show love, and we appreciate you.
You heard it. Jose Gutierrez. Thank you. Back to you upstairs.
Game broke through the
Back upstairs here at David McKenzie Stadium, Matt Chapkus, Mike Taylor bringing you the action as the Big Reds win the toss. They defer to the second half, so Jenison will send a couple receivers back as we get underway here this afternoon.
Well, I'll tell you what, we actually, Matt, we have seen the sunshine a couple times here. Of course, the game time moved up 2 hours, so we are seeing probably the entire game in daylight tonight. That'll be kind of a nice change for the kids.
Caleb Dean and Samarius Walker back deep, and Gutierrez gets a kick that's covered up at the 29-yard line by Richard Rathsack. And this is where Jenison will start at the 29-yard line. Jaden Van Dalzen, the junior quarterback, leads his team out. Wildcats celebrating their seniors here. It is senior night at Jenison High School.
Trayvon Kosei out there tonight playing at cornerback for the injured Miles Walton, number 11 down here at the bottom of your screen.
Looks like Buckholes will be right next to the quarterback, Van Dalzen, and he gets through the line. And a nice gain on first down of about 8 yards for the Jenison Wildcats. So
just a straight dive play right there, and we had him. We didn't wrap him up. Sims coming up from the secondary there and putting a hit on him, but we did a nice job of actually clogging the hole up. We just didn't wrap him up.
So Jenison will spread them out. They got 3 receivers to the left. Looks like Alexander Schmidt, Nicholas Rathsack, both in the slot to the left as Van Dalzen works out of the shotgun here. Man in motion, Van Dalzen keeps it, looks for somewhere to go, keeps it himself and gets himself a first down. Wildcats up to the 41-yard line and getting it done on the ground early on here with a first down in the first series of the game.
Yeah, Demetrius Walker and wrapping him up on the quarterback keeper right there. Boy, it was a long developing play right there. We overran it a little bit. We need to slow down. That took a long time to develop right there. First down for Jenison here.
So the Wildcats have it at their own 41-yard line. First drive of the game. First down and 10 for Van Dalzen. Takes the snap, handoff, coming off the side. It's Buckholes, and he's got a nice gain up to the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 7 yards, and another second and short coming up for the Wildcats.
Boy, Tyreek, we had a couple people right there, Matt, to make a tackle. They failed to make the tackle, and then Tyrese Oaks comes up in the secondary to secure it. But, yeah, we just got to do a better job of wrapping them arms.
So the Wildcats getting it done on the ground early on here. They got Kerr split wide to the left with Schmidt in the slot, and then Walker and Rathsack to the right as Van Dalzen will work out of the shotgun here. Second down and 3 yards to go. Van Dalzen has company in the backfield, and Big Reds are going to stop that for a loss back at the 45-yard line. Loss of 4 yards on the play, and that sets up third down and 6.
Tell you what, you force a quick pitch by the quarterback right there, and it sure gives you time for that pursuit. Taron Walker did a great job coming up right there. Taron Walker is a tackling machine.
Absolutely.
He understands it. I'll tell you what, his technique for tackling is just about picture perfect.
29 tackles, third on the team coming into this game. Van Dalzen drops back, looking to throw for the first time, and pass falls incomplete. Great job coming in on defense. Tyrese Oaks knocked that one away from the intended target. And the Wildcats think about it for a moment, but they're going to punt this one away to the Big Reds.
He was open, but the ball had a little bit too much air underneath it, meaning it took too long to get there. And Mr. Oaks had time to come in and close on it and slap the ball down.
And sneaking back, in addition to Colby Lewis, will be one Cameron Martinez on the punt return here. As the Wildcats have 2 punters back there. They had Kerr and Birkins back there, and Shane Fairfield didn't know what to do.
Well, he knew what to do, and he did it.
Yeah,
he took the timeout. You
Absolutely.
bet. You bet. And again, you're talking about a team, a Jenison team right now that has nothing to lose. So they're going to pull out all stops right here, and you want to make sure that you have the kids lined up properly for each and every snap in each and every situation.
Take a quick break, and we'll come back with a punt right after this.
G&L Greek Chili Dogs is a proud supporter of Big Reds football. With their signature chili dog, varied menu, and friendly table service, G&L provides a unique dining opportunity with 3 locations in Muskegon on Sherman, Sternberg, and Apple Avenue. G&L Greek Chili Dogs, a Muskegon tradition since 1926.
Out of the timeout, Jenison shows the 2 punter formation look again as Kerr is back there as well as Birkins. Kerr gets it and kind of a rugby style kick, and that is going to roll. No chance for a return on that one, and it's going to go all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a 41-yard punt right there from the Wildcats.
Well, that could spell disaster down the road, kicking a low line drive like that. You know, when you're running out, then you're going to kick a low line drive like that. You know, that's going to be interesting down the road to see what happens there.
It worked one time.
It did work.
See if
I
it
wouldn't.
Works again.
Well, and I wouldn't kick it to Cam either.
No, certainly don't blame him for that. Cameron Martinez and company come out. 1st and 10 from the Muskegon 16-yard line. Martinez quickly checks with Brent White. 2 wide to either side. Tommy Watts right to Cam's right-hand side. As Henderson comes in motion, Japrise fakes the handoff. Cam keeps it himself off the right side. Up to the 19-yard line. A gain of 3 yards on 1st down.
Again, Cam just keeping it in, keeping himself, run that fake, and then tucking it up in there. Really, he was tripped up back there. If he hadn't gotten tripped up, it would have been interesting.
Cam will have 3 receivers to his left. 1 to the right is Crowley here on 2nd down, and a quick pass out of the backfield into the hands of Japri Henderson. Japri breaks loose for a 1st down and more. Up across the 30, up to the 35-yard line. Gain of 16, we'll maybe even give him 17, and a 1st down for the Big Reds.
And again, that is exactly the MO of this offense right now this year is, you know, you're going to have to choose your poison. You're going to have to overload the box for Cam Martinez, or you're going to end up having to lock up man-to-man, and it's a tough call.
Quickly back for the Big Reds, run up the middle, and a nice push by the offensive line for a gain of 4 yards for Tommy Watts. 2nd down and 6 coming up.
That's great. Tommy Watts, 5'8", 160 pounds. Boy, he hits that line of scrimmage before you know it.
2nd leading rusher with 357 yards, 8 touchdowns on the season. Martinez hands this one. Watts steps, dances, gets a 1st down. Nice moves by Tommy Watts right there as he weaves through the defense for a 7-yard gain and another Big Red 1st down.
Great perimeter blocking out there by Quentin Reynolds. You know, these guys get on their blocks in the perimeter. That is so hard to do, folks. You know, when you have to block someone in space like that, you know, they just do a tremendous job at that.
G comes in motion. Martinez back, and he's going to let one loose. He's got an open man. Japri Henderson just can't get there. Just out of the reach. As Martinez put a little air underneath that one, but Japri needed just one more step.
He couldn't hang on to that ball any longer because Cam Martinez took a shot right there. But, well, you talk about a game of inches. Right there's a case in point. That was a wheel route, actually. You know, the number 2 receiver, what he does is runs to the runs to the sideline, and then the outside man runs a post. So he turns it upfield. They call that a wheel route.
We're going to get it to Henderson on a reverse. Japri's got some room out in front of him. 1st down and more. Makes one man miss at the 40, down to the 35-yard line. Japri Henderson with a nice gain there of 17 yards. Make it 18 yards and another Big Red 1st down.
Boy, big Dwayne Anderson right there, the right tackle. What a great block. You know, great block right there. And again, our wide receiver over on that side, Amari Crowley, you know, just tremendous blocking on the perimeter right there. So Big Red first down. We're on the move.
First and 10. Cam fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. 1 yard on the run up the middle. That'll set up second down and 9.
Yeah, that defensive end right there, he played that very well for Jenison. Played it extremely well. Took a step upfield and took a step upfield and closed down. But second and 9, great call right here for Brent White.
The ball down to the 34-yard line. 6:50 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Big Reds on their first drive of the game. Henderson comes in motion. Martinez keeps it himself. One stiff arm, loses a man. Jab step, loses another man. He's got a first down and more inside the 20 and steps out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Cam Martinez, just your traditional 15-yard run.
It is amazing, Matt, how he can make 3 people missing look so easy.
Yeah. And I call it a stiff arm, but it's just more of a gentle glance off the helmet to push the guy away.
I call it a warning. It's a warning. You're in a no-fly zone, son. Step back.
Big Reds in the red zone, first and 10, and Tommy Watts off the right side makes a man miss. He's got a nice gain inside the 15 down to the 13. Called a 6-yard gain, second down and 4 coming up.
Excellent read right there by our quarterback, Mr. Martinez. Knew exactly when to give the ball off, and again, that's a great first down play, picking up 7 yards. Big Reds on the move, going for win number 852.
Second down and 4 from the 13. Cam keeps this one himself up the middle, and he's going to be down to the 10, a gain of 3. Short of the first down marker, 3rd and 1 coming up.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, this is a great, you don't really see us in a lot of third and short situations.
No, we haven't seen very many this year, but the Big Reds have one here.
These are fun calls right here, 3rd and 1. You know, you're in 4-down territory. Got the wind at your back.
Martinez sends Henderson in motion. Cam keeps it himself. He's got a first down. Keeps out his feet, breaks loose, and he's into the end zone.
There he goes.
Touchdown, Big Reds. Cam Martinez goes 10 yards with 5:26 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Big Reds on the board first for Martinez, his 11th rushing touchdown of the year.
Showed great poise and patience on that play right there and let things develop, spun, and jumped in the end zone. Tremendous drive right there. Started back inside our 20, Matt.
Yeah, it was an 84-yard drive for the Big Reds. And Jose Gutierrez on for the PAT. Crowley the holder. Walker on the snap. Snap's good. Kick is up and kick is through. 7-0. Big Reds on top. We'll take a quick break and be back after this.
Core Realty Partners is a locally owned and operated real estate brokerage firm located at 451 West Western Avenue. Core Realty Partners' mission is to provide unmatched, honest service to our clients, always trying to exceed their expectations, providing great support and a healthy work environment for our associates. Our goal is not to be the biggest, just the best in our industry. Our success will be the result of having the best interest in mind for our clients, our associates, and the communities we serve. Core Realty Partners.
After the Big Red 84-yard touchdown drive capped off by a Cam Martinez run, Jose Gutierrez ready to kick it back deep. Jenison sends Caleb Dean back, and it looks like Parker Taft back deep as well, as Gutierrez a high end-over-end kick that Dean will take from the 4-yard line. Dean gets greeted at the 16-yard line. A flag comes in as Tommy Watts delivered the hit for the Big Reds.
Dietrich Fondren, too, is in.
We'll wait and see. There's a penalty marker down at the 16-yard line that came out right at the same moment that hit happened. But the question is, was it a holding or a block or something on Jenison? It is a hold on the Wildcats. Half the distance to the goal. They're going to be back inside their own 10.
You know, here's the amazing thing about that return. I give that return man credit for hanging on to that football.
Oh yeah,
I mean the first guy that went by him had his arm on arm on the ball, and the second guy who could have cared less about the ball, he was trying to decleat him.
Van Dalzen will work out of the shotgun here. His team pinned deep in the shadows of their own end zone. 1st and 10 from their own 8. Van Dalzen hands it off up the middle, and a couple yards on the play for Caden Buckholz, the junior running back. And they're going to actually give him the 11-yard line, so a gain of 3 on 1st down.
Nice tackle by Billy Johnson right there, closing down from his defensive end spot. He just had a chance to get a real good look at that football in his arm and just was able to close down on it.
2nd and 7, Van Dalzen hands it, or fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it on 2nd down.
Taryn Walker, that's Taryn Walker territory right there. That also is, a no-fly zone.
Yeah.
3rd and long here, Matt.
Yep.
This is what we like.
3rd and 7. Big Reds can pin their ears back a little bit here.
This is where Coach Zeitman does such a good job. Looking, at some of the plays that have had success on our defense, a screen play.
Yeah.
See, there it comes.
Looking for it, and there it is. He got a 1st down, and big hit delivered, but Buckholz gets the 1st down, and nightmares about the screen pass come back.
Well, we just talked about it.
East Grand Rapids.
I'm going to tap on this window and say, hey, coaches, I called that before the play.
So 1st down is good job by Jenison just to get away from their own end zone. So the Big Reds with a touchdown lead here. 3:57 and the clock continuing to count here in the 1st quarter of play. Van Dalzen fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's up 1st down, up across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Wildcats have found some room on the ground here early on.
Well, and again, we just got to stay, keep playing assignment football. Somebody's got the dive back, somebody's got the quarterback, somebody's got the pitch back. Julius Sims did a nice job right there, wrapping him up. Just keep him in front of us. We're going to make plays. They're going to get 1st downs, but, we just got to keep them in front of us. We're fine.
Van Dalzen gets assignment from Coach Rob Zeitman on the sideline. Man in motion as he takes the snap. And they're trying to get around the corner, and they do. Turning the corner, Zamarius Walker gets up to the 40-yard line. Give him a gain of 4 yards on 1st down. Sets up 2nd down and 6.
Tyrese Oaks coming up right there and close on him. That is called a solo tackle. When Oaks comes up like that and just wraps him up and drops him, that is a solo tackle. He did it by himself.
They're actually going to call it just a gain of 3, so 2nd down and 7 coming up. And Jenison happy to just take their time in between plays here, shorten this game as much as possible.
Yeah, we're really about 6 plays from the end of the 1st quarter.
Van Dalzen hands this one up, Buckholz, and he's going to there comes the whole pile moving forward, and now the Big Reds push that pile back, but a nice gain on the play of about 3-4 yards, sets up 3rd down and 3.
Well, I'd like to tell you who made the tackle, but it's by that guy we call Hosta.
Yeah.
Hosta, Big Reds.
That was a big scrum there. And Jenison right back up to the line here, setting up 3rd down and 3. Van Dalzen, a long look over at Coach Rob Zeitman and his staff as the play comes in. 3 to the right, 1 to the left of Van Dalzen. And handoff up the middle, and a nice job breaking a tackle as Van Dalzen keeps it himself and bounces out and has just enough for another Wildcat 1st down.
Yeah, he did pick up just enough for the 1st down runner over there on their sideline. Again, Coach Zeitman is a disciple of Tony Anise. Of course, Coach Zeitman has tremendous credentials when it comes to his coaching background. Played at the Naval Academy for Coach George Chomp, recruited there by Elliot Uzelak and Dean Pease. So Dean Pease was actually the defensive coordinator when the Ravens were winning the Super Bowl. So, his background in football is with some pretty good football coaches.
First and 10 for the Wildcats, closing in on a minute left here in the first quarter. And this time, nothing there. It's stopped in the backfield as Caden Buckholz by the Big Reds.
That was a bad read by Jalen Van Dalzen, the quarterback right there, because he had nothing either way he went. And that play was shut down. This is what helps our defense right here. When we have a great first down and reestablish the line of scrimmage, you put them in second and long, and with the injuries they've had, this is very much so to our advantage, Matt.
Loss of 3 sets up 2nd and 13. Van Dalzen has a man in motion, drops back, pressure is coming. Another screen pass for the Wildcats, and they're going to get it back up to midfield. Gain of about 7 yards on the play. Sets up 3rd down and 7, and Jenison does not have to run another play here in the first quarter if they choose.
Yeah, I don't know if they will. I kind of doubt it. Like you said, they want the wind at their back here. They are right at midfield.
And nose of the ball sitting right at the marker. Jenison's going to walk off the field here. And Big Reds take a 7-0 lead into the second quarter of play. We'll take a quick break here on Channel 96 Muskegon and be back after this.
Bowman's Body Shop in Muskegon has over 50 years of experience providing comprehensive auto collision repair and body work for all cars, trucks, and SUVs. Henry Bostrom and Bowman's Body Shop are proud sponsors of Big Red football. Bowman's Body Shop, located at 2846 South Getty Street in Muskegon. Our thanks to Brickley DeLong, Certified Public Accountants. Brickley DeLong is a full-service public accounting and business consulting firm serving your West Michigan accounting needs with offices in Grand Haven, Grand Rapids, Hart, and at 316 Morris Avenue, Suite 500 in Muskegon. They have a full team of CPA experts. Our thanks to Don Swick, Tim Arter, and their staff. Brickley DeLong, serving the community for over 40 years.
Second quarter here from David McKenzie Stadium. Matt Chapkus and Coach Mike Taylor bringing you the action. Big Reds have a big 3rd down defensively coming up right here. 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. Van Dalzen drops back. Pressure coming. He's going to get rid of it. Oh! Getting a hand on that one was Tyrese Oaks. He wanted it. It falls incomplete. 4th down for the Wildcats at midfield. And we'll see what Jenison elects to do here. Decision time, they send out the punt team.
No. You got to play field position here. Coach Zeitman, it's a good call on his part right there. That was not the play I was expecting to see out of them on that 3rd and long right there. We did a good job of picking up that flood route out there in the flat. So great job defensively by the Big Reds.
Lone back is Colby Lewis on this punt as Jenison shows this unusual formation again. And high snap and kick. And Lewis is going to take it from the 7-yard line, trying to shake a tackle, and he's going to get dropped deep in Muskegon territory. They're going to say he tried to go forward again, so they're going to mark it at the 5.
You know, most people would look at this like it's, oh, no, we're backed up. That just gives us more yardage for our statistics.
So the Big Reds are pinned deep.
We had 1 possession in the first half, or first quarter, excuse me.
Yep. And that's exactly what Jenison wanted to do.
Absolutely.
So the Big Reds come out. Their 2nd possession of the game. First drive went 84 yards, capped off by a Martinez 10-yard touchdown. Cam standing on his own goal line here on 1st down. Martinez off the left side, looking for somewhere to go. Shakes a man and falls forward for a gain of about 4 up to the 8, maybe 9-yard line.
I tell you, Matt, that man is elusive. They have got to be so frustrated wearing green jerseys right now trying to catch him.
They're going to call it gain of 3, sets up 2nd down and 7. G comes in motion, and we're going to get a reverse for Japri Henderson. Japri's got blockers out in front of him, and he's up across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 14 yards and a Big Red 1st down.
Again, great perimeter blocking right there. And Japri Henderson does what he does, just did what he does best, and that's make things happen. Again, we got so many playmakers on this team. Everybody, is playing assignment football. It's just great to watch right now. Again, like we talked about, Matt, we're backed up against our own goal line 1 minute, and here we are, 3 plays later.
G in motion as Cam takes the snap, and he's looking over the top. He's got a man. Oh, again, just a little too tall for Japri Henderson, who can't reach up and grab it, and he had nothing but field turf in front of him.
Oh, yeah, it's great call. Great call. Nice pass. It's a game of inches. It's a game of inches.
So the pass falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Big Reds. Ball right at the 23-yard line.
We need to have Cam take a little powder out of that cannon.
Yeah, just a little. Martinez keeping this one himself off the right side, fighting forward, and he's going to get thrown down at about the 27-yard line. Called a gain of 4, setting up 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the Big Reds. And Jenison getting their crowd into it here on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, they're excited. Anytime that, you get 4 guys to tackle Cam Martinez, you're celebrating.
Late substitution in for Jenison as Martinez out of the gun. He's got Tommy Watts back there, Taryn Walker at a wing, and then the receiver to the right. There's Henderson coming in motion. Martinez has it, and he's got a 1st down and more. What a call from Brent White.
Perfect call. Great call. That's why Brent's so good at what he does. He takes that time and looks at, they jumped into a 5-man front right there, and they actually jumped to the wide side of the field, and Brent had that power, quarterback power back here to the short side, where they had him outmanned. So great call. Big 1st down for the Big Reds.
Absolutely. Up to the 38-yard line. Martinez takes it, and he's looking for Crowley this time. Airs this one out, and that's got to be a flag. No! Oh, they're calling it incidental contact. Wow. Crowley was cruising, and the Big Red side not happy with the man wearing stripes. Incomplete.
So that's what Jenison graduates do. They become officials. Oh, that was an interesting no call right there.
Yeah. Tough no call if you're on the Big Red side. Jenison fans think it's a brilliant call. Split one wide to either side. We got a tight end in on this formation, and nice job, Cam Martinez. That hard count, you can count on it just a couple times every game. We're going to get a free 5 yards, and that time, Jenison guilty, jumping over on the line. Logan Krupczynski, the senior lineman.
And that sure makes up for, the incomplete pass on 1st down. Picking up 5 yards on just something like this is, hey, if you can be disciplined, we can get 5 yards. And you know what? It works.
So instead of 2nd and 10, 2nd and 5 now. Watts is going to get the handoff off the left side, trying to bounce it out, looking for anywhere. Finally turns the corner and gets positive yardage out of it, even if it's just a couple. Tommy Watts, what a run there. Just kept spreading it out, and got a 3-yard gain out of the play.
Well, and again, Tommy did that on his own right there.
Oh, yeah.
He did that on his own. He created it and made it happen and picked up positive yards. We're in a 3rd and short right here. And I tell you, when you have the weapons that we have, I feel sorry for their defense.
Yeah.
On 3rd and short or 2nd and short.
Martinez keep this one himself. He's got a 1st down and more, fighting across midfield to the 48-yard line. Called a gain of 6 yards. 1st down for Muskegon, as we're 9:22 left to go here in the 1st half.
And again, this is so similar to the last time we had the football here in this game. We put together another good drive. It looks like right here we just got to hang on to that football, Matt, and execute. DeAndre Mills-Ellis just pancaked another guy.
Martinez working out of the pistol here, sends Henderson in motion, and they're going to get it to Oakes coming off the left side. Oakes with a nice gain down to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's amazing how our team speed You know, when we go up against a team like Jenison, we are just so much quicker. We hit the edges, and once we hit the edge, they just don't have the speed and quickness, you know, to compensate for, you know, their positioning. So it's interesting here.
Martinez got all 4 receivers to his right-hand side, the wide side of the field here, and Watts gets the handoff, and Tommy's fighting. He's got a first down and more. He breaks loose. He's inside the 20. One man to beat as he goes for the end zone. He reaches. What's the call? Oh, they're going to say he got pushed out of bounds inside the 5. What a run from Tommy Watts.
Tommy Watts, what a man. 6'4", 204. Oh, wrong stats.
Wait, that's the lineman.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Tommy Watts, 5'8", 160. I know how big Tommy is. I'm just messing with you folks. But Tommy Watts he just showed his skill set right there. Showed patience, grace, strength.
It's time, Watts.
And here we go.
Right up the middle he goes. Touchdown, Big Reds. Tommy Watts goes 2 yards for the score, and Muskegon extends their lead to 13-0.
Going over Jamarius Dickerson to Big Dwayne Anderson.
Those 2 sophomores on that right side, Anderson and Dickerson clearing the way. Here comes Jose Gutierrez for the PAT for the Big Reds. Crowley will hold. Walker will snap on the PAT. Snap's good, kicks up, kick is through. 14-0, Big Reds on top. 8:12 left to go here in the first half. We'll take a break and be back after this here on Channel 96 Muskegon.
Lakeshore Carpet One can serve all your home carpet needs. Former Big Red Brett Thorson and his staff are ready to serve you. Lakeshore Carpet One, a proud sponsor of Big Reds football. Located at the corner of Sherman and McCracken, it's Lakeshore Carpet One. The Trophy House in Jones Sports in Muskegon offers something for all your sporting goods and trophy needs. They are the official provider of apparel for the Big Reds football broadcast team. Owners Steve Bliss, John Coy, and Rick Jones are available to help. The Trophy House in Jones Sports, located at 2350 Henry Street.
At the Meat Block, their products have been selected with 5 generations of experience and knowledge of the meat industry since 1909. All products are aged properly for the taste and tenderness desired. We are proud to provide the quality service that the Anderson family has been supplying for over 100 years. All of our products are USDA choice grade or better. Some of the best restaurants in West Michigan serve our products. A proud supporter of Big Red football, the Meat Block at 2330 East Broadway Avenue, the cuts you dine out for. Off the Tommy Watts touchdown run, the Big Reds kick it back to the Jenison Wildcats. High end-over-end kick by Gutierrez, grabbed by Dean at the 15, and Dean spins across the 25, and I think we might have had a hand to the back by the Wildcats.
Yeah, they're in trouble. They did a no-no.
That's against the rules of football, so they flags down around the 21-22 yard line, and Van Dalzen takes it first and 10.
This is where we like them backed up.
Oh, absolutely.
We can handle it. They can't.
Van Dalzen 3 to his right-hand side and handoff, and they're going to pitch that one, and Schmidt got the handoff there, and he got a nice gain on first down up across the 18, call it the 19-yard line, so a gain of 5 on first down for
Again,
Jenison.
Trayvon Kosey right there coming off his block on the perimeter, making that stop up there. You know, again, that's a great play for Jenison. I give them credit. They executed the triple option exactly right that time.
Van Dalzen will work out of the shotgun here. Man in motion on 2nd and 5. Handoff. Van Dalzen keeps it up the middle, and he's got a first down as he's up across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. So the 7-yard gain gives the Wildcats another first down here, first down and 10.
Jalen Jordan, Julius Simpson on the tackle right there.
So the Wildcats just content to take their time here, be methodical when they get the first down, shorten this game as much as possible. Van Dalzen and Caden Buckholes in the backfield with him. 2 to his left, 1 to the right on 1st and 10. Van Dalzen keeps this one himself, and Big Reds get to him quickly, maybe a gain of 1 on 1st down.
Wow, Jordan Porter almost knocked that ball loose. It came right.
It was moving.
Up in, oh yeah, it was moving.
It was moving.
And he did a nice job there, Jaden Van Dalzen, at quarterback, of securing that ball. But Jordan had done a nice job of popping it.
Jenison continuing to shuffle receivers in and out. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. And man in motion is Zamarius Walker off the right side, and he's going to get stopped.
A host of Big Reds ran him out of bounds.
There's a whole bunch of them over there, and I don't know that there was much of a gain on the play at all.
Honestly, this football field could have been 75 yards wide, and he still wouldn't have been able to turn the corner.
So we're going to call it 3rd down and 10. No gain on the play.
Now I'm going to say it. Watch for the screen pass.
They've tried Buckholes a couple times on screens. 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Van Dalzen here. And he's looking, and he's got it again. It's Alexander Schmidt, and Schmidt's got a 1st down and more, and he's near midfield, knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line. And Coach, we saw it coming, and it's still produced a 1st down for the Wildcats.
There are not. Yeah, it doesn't take a Rhodes Scholar to figure, there aren't many things that's our kryptonite.
Yeah, absolutely. And so the Wildcats in Big Red territory here, and Coach Shane Fairfield offering some encouragement for the players out there after that play. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
We'll just have to get a turnover.
Keeps it himself, option, and oh boy, nothing there for Rathsack as he's going to get dropped back on the Jenison side of midfield. Loss of 4 on 1st down.
Wow, Kobe Lewis, great play coming up right there. Nice job of stringing it out with the quarterback. Van Dalzen had nowhere to go. He was running, but he can't hide.
No. Wildcats have burned 3 minutes off this clock. Again, Big Red's up 14-0, but Muskegon's only had 2 possessions this entire game. Long drives for the Big Reds and long drives for the Wildcats. Van Dalzen is going to have 3 to the left, 1 to the right here. The lone receiver to the right, Nicholas Rathsack, here on 2nd and 14. Lazy snap, and Van Dalzen airs this one out, and he's got a 1st down to Schmidt inside the 35 and knocked out of bounds near the 33-yard line. And a 1st down for Jenison on a complete pass.
Boy, that ball had serious hang time right there.
Oh, man.
Serious hang time right there.
So 1st down for Jenison is there. As deep in Muskegon territory as they've been all day here today, down to the 32-yard line. Van Dalzen 2 to the right, the slot to the left, and keeps this one himself. Van Dalzen looking for a place to go, and he gets to the 25-yard line. Nice gain of 6 yards, maybe even 7 on 1st down.
Tell you what, that's the we jumped in on that dive back right there. We jumped in on that dive back right there and didn't play assignment football, but again, we did a good job just to keeping him to 8 yards right there.
So 2nd down, about 3 yards to go for the Wildcats. 4.5 minutes, under 4.5 minutes left to go here in the 1st half of play. Muskegon did win the toss at the beginning of the game, so they'll get the possession to start the 2nd half. Van Dalzen hands this one off. Buckholes got a 1st down and more. He's inside the 20. Wildcats are in the red zone for the first time here today. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. And Coach Shane Fairfield calls timeout, and not too happy at the moment. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back after this.
We'd like to thank Benton Baker Honda for sponsoring Big Red Football. Benton Baker Honda offers a full lineup of new Honda vehicles as well as quality used vehicles. The Benton Baker Honda staff is dedicated and will work with you to put you behind the wheel of the Honda vehicle you want at an affordable price. Benton Baker Honda, located at 2501 Henry Street in Muskegon.
1st and 10 for the Jenison Wildcats in the Muskegon red zone at the 18-yard line. Jaden Van Dalzen, the junior quarterback, doing a nice job of running this offense here. Seen a complete pass, seen a lot of runs, a lot of movement on the ground so far. Van Dalzen hands this one to Buckholz, and Buckholz, and big scrum after a gain of about 2-3 yards on 1st down. We'll call it a gain of 2 down to the 16.
Tackled by a host of Big Red defenders right there, and you know that was a pretty good job of defending it right there. Again, we just need to make sure we play. And I'm sure during that timeout, Coach Fairfield was talking to him about playing assignment football. You know, you could see him pretty animated over there with a couple of people, and you know, again, you've got to stay focused and not go for the a responsibility that's not yours.
Van Dalzen 2 to the right, 1 to the left as he drops back. Pressure coming, screen pass, and that is complete. But right there, Taryn Walker cleans it up for the Big Reds. And a loss on the play back to the 19-yard line, loss of 3.
And that's what we're talking about right there. Making sure you've got that running back covered. That's a great call by them. And again, you go to the well one too many times, and you catch on. Big 3rd down here, though, Matt.
Absolutely. 3rd down, probably 4-down territory here for the Wildcats.
I was just going to ask you that. You think this is 4-down territory, Coach Zeitman?
Yeah, absolutely. Down a couple scores. Probably the last time they're going to see the ball here in the first half. Jenison wanting to make sure they stay within striking distance.
This is when we pin our ears back and come after the quarterback.
Van Dalzen takes it, gets hit as he throws. Oh, man, it was in Lindsey's hands. He just wasn't expecting it. It falls incomplete. 4th down and 11 for Jenison.
and again, Julius Sims right there. He did exactly what I thought. He was going to come off the edge right there, and that quarterback had about 0.6 of a second to look for a receiver.
And Jenison's going to go for a 36-yard field goal here. So Nate Ross, high snap, kick is up, and Nate Ross gets it through. Jenison gets a field goal on the board with 2:37 left to go here. Ross goes 36 yards. It's good. We'll take a quick timeout. Big Red's up 14-3 and getting the ball back after this.
We want to thank our friends from Mercy Health Sports Medicine and Athletic Performance Center for sponsoring Big Red Football. Mercy Health, providing our community with athletic training support services for over 30 years. Mercy Health Sports Medicine, exceptional care for athletes of all ages.
Junior kicker Nate Ross gets the points on the board for Jenison. A 36-yard field goal. Muskegon on top, 14-3, and a high end-over-end kick fielded by Japri Henderson, and Henderson's got nowhere to go as he gets dropped at the 27-yard line. And that's where the Big Reds will take over. 2:34 to go here in the half.
Well, and again, this is why, you spend so much time each week on your 2-minute offense right here. And this is a great opportunity for us. Here we are in week 6 to actually get out here and execute a 2-minute offense. So this will be fun to watch. This will be a lot of fun to watch.
1 timeout left on the board for the Big Reds here. And Martinez has a man in motion, drops back, and he's going to unleash one, and he's got an open man. It's complete. Quentin Reynolds down the left sideline and deep into Jenison territory near the 30-yard line, and that's where the Big Reds will take it over. 1st down and 10 all the way down to the 27. So 46 yards on the passing catch for the Big Reds.
Well, and Quentin Reynolds had 5 yards on him, and again, this time Cam underthrew it just a little bit, and Quentin had to slow down or else he'd have caught it in stride. But again, we go to the well 3 times and we just completed a big one, so that shortens the field for us.
Absolutely. Martinez gets it to Crowley. Crowley will work it down the right side.
There it
Crowley
is.
breaks the tackle, and he reaches and stopped just short of the end zone. Amari Crowley took it 26 yards on the reception. He needed 27 for a touchdown, but first and goal for Muskegon.
I do not, for the life of me, understand the official standing there when he sees the man running. He just stood there, and he needs to run and get down there in position to see if he got to the end zone. He was 14 yards away.
First and goal from the 1. Cam Martinez off the left side.
There we go.
Untouched, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Big Reds. Cam Martinez, the 1-yard run. And Muskegon adds to their lead. It's 20-3 with a PAT coming up.
Right over DeAndre Mills-Ellis, Billy Roberts, and David Elmore at left side. Oh, what a hole they had right there. Great 2-minute offense. Only it took us 36 seconds.
Just how you drew it up. Gutierrez comes on for the PAT. Crowley will hold. Walker to snap it. Snaps low. Crowley got it down, but it's blocked. So Jenison blocks the PAT after the low snap from Walker right there. And Muskegon holds a 20-3 lead. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Schmidt Roofing and Construction is ready to assist with your next home roofing or construction project, including siding, replacement windows, doors, chimneys, and snow and ice removal. The Old Roofer, located at 552 West Southern Avenue, Schmidt Roofing and Construction is your pregame sponsor of Big Reds football. We'd like to thank our friends from Port City Federal Credit Union for their sponsorship of Big Reds football. Port City Federal Credit Union, a member-owned financial cooperative offering affordable services and a friendly professional staff. Our thanks to Larry Brigadal and Ralph Burr. Port City Federal Credit Union, located at 460 West Laketon.
A quick 3-play drive for the Big Reds as they add to their lead, 20-3. Gutierrez ready to kick this one off. You got Walker and Dean back deep for the Wildcats, and Gutierrez a high spinning in over end kick. That's going to be fielded at the 21-yard line, and a nice run by Dean gets it up to the 35, called the 36, a 15-yard return. And good starting field position for Jenison. In minute 54 and 3 timeouts for Rob Zeidman.
Nice tackle by Brian Stinson right there. Brian's been playing some excellent football. Got in fact, the last 2 games he's had touchdowns in. So Brian, a big contributor here on special teams too. Jenison might want to be careful in this situation because obviously, you know, it took us a whole 38 seconds, you know, to go down the field. So
handoff coming off the right side. It's Schmidt, and he's up to about the 38, maybe the 39. Call it a gain of 3 yards to the 39-yard line. 2nd down and 7 coming up.
Really, and Jenison has 3 timeouts left right now, and it doesn't look like they're really in any hurry.
They're not inspired to use them at this moment, that is for sure.
They're not looking to do anything but run this clock, obviously. They don't look to be executing a 2-minute offense.
Van Dalzen will work out of the gun here on 2nd down and 7. Van Dalzen keeps it himself, pitches it to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to get dropped for a loss. Back to the original line of scrimmage, the 36-yard line, loss of 3, 3rd down and 10.
And again, Tyrese Oaks. What can we say about that young man? Boy, he comes up from that secondary and closes.
So 3rd down and 10 for the Wildcats. 45 seconds left here as Van Dalzen up to the line of scrimmage. And he is looking, pressure comes, and he's still rolling, still looking for somewhere to go, and he's going to step out of bounds. That does the Big Reds a favor, actually, because we can hold on to our timeout now. With 35 seconds to go, Jenison is going to have to punt this one away.
Absolutely, absolutely. If he was going to do that, he's better off just sliding on the turf. He's better off just sliding on the turf so the clock continues to run. He didn't have a chance at a 1st down. He's 6 yards short.
So Jenison showing that they're going for it here. I wouldn't be surprised if Van Dalzen steps back and kicks this one away. Or they might take the...
No, he might just back up 2 yards and quick kick from his quarterback position.
He's going to use a timeout. Seeing if what Muskegon would show him, seeing if they could catch the Big Reds off guard. They did not. Quick timeout, we'll take it as well. Big Reds up 20-3. Muskegon Big Reds will send Cam Martinez back deep to return this punt. As Michael Kerr standing back at his own 25-yard line, ready to punt this one away for the Jenison Wildcats. 35 seconds left in this contest. High floating snap. Good job by Kerr to get it. And a short kick. Martinez is going to let that one roll. It's going to go out of bounds with 27 seconds left to go here in the first half. Ball at the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this is you know, I know right now.
Looking at you.
Well, I'm just saying right now, Jenison is extremely nervous about defending the field with the wide receivers. If I were them, I'd make sure you're watching Cam Martinez, because it's just as easy for him, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
To run 85 yards here as it is for him to throw an 85-yard touchdown pass. So
Big Reds spread it out. 3 receivers to the right. Martinez has pressure, looking for somewhere to go, and finally Cam's going to keep it himself. We're going to get a hold here.
You got a clip, Murray Crowley.
As Crowley got tied up there with Nathan Kopczynski, the defensive back.
We're going to be backed up.
So the Big Reds will step back, and that gain goes right back. It'll go back almost to the original line of scrimmage. It does. So the hold was 10 yards down the field. So we're going to try first down and 10 all over.
Well, again, we've got, you know, we've got time. If we can pick up about 2 plays, if we can pick up about 40 yards, then we're in position for a Hail Mary here.
So 18 seconds left in the half. We'll try it first and 10 for the Big Reds. G goes in motion, and they're going to hand this one off. First down and more on the play for Tommy Watts. Gain of 15 yards. And we'll see what the Big Reds do here. 12 seconds left. And now they set the ball. The Big Reds are going to have one more play here. Martinez working out of the gun. Sends G in motion. Cam keeps this one himself. Up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Gets up. Another first down, but that's going to be the end of the half.
They better keep him in front of him.
10-yard run for Martinez, but that's the end of the first half. Big Reds with 3 long touchdown drives. They lead 20-3 at the half. We'll be back after this here on Channel 96 Muskegon.
Bowman's Body Shop in Muskegon has over 50 years of experience providing comprehensive auto collision repair and body work for all cars, trucks, and SUVs. Henry Bostrom and Bowman's Body Shop are proud sponsors of Big Red football. Bowman's Body Shop, located at 2846 South Getty Street in Muskegon. Core Realty Partners is a locally owned and operated real estate brokerage firm located at 451 West Western Avenue. Core Realty Partners' mission is to provide unmatched, honest service to our clients, always trying to exceed their expectations, providing great support and a healthy work environment for our associates. Our goal is not to be the biggest, just the best in our industry. Our success will be the result of having the best interest in mind for our clients, our associates, and the communities we serve. Core Realty Partners.
After halftime, the Big Reds holding a 20-3 lead over the Jenison Wildcats. And they've got Robert G. Jr. back deep, ready to receive this kick off the foot of Michael Kerr. Kerr, a high end-over-end kick. And Big Reds are going to take it from about the 18-yard line. And watch out, we got a little something going here. Coming on the left sideline, fighting through tackles. Up near midfield on the return was Julius Sims for the Big Reds.
Well, that ball popped loose a little bit right there on that return. Julius Sims did a nice job of, let's just say, putting a new grip on it.
3 touchdown drives for the Big Reds in the first half. Coach, take a look at those stats. What do you got for us?
Big Red total offense in the first half, 272 yards, 183 of that rushing, 89 yards passing. Cam Martinez was 3 for 6 for 89 yards passing. And our leading rusher is 7 carries for Tommy Watts for 75 yards. So, again, Taron Walker, 8 tackles on defense.
Great first half for Muskegon. Martinez fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and falls forward for about 2 yards. On first down into Jenison territory. 2nd down and 8 from the 49.
Not much there on that play.
No, but the beautiful thing, even when there isn't much there, Cam's always falling forward for.
Well, and you know, that's a great point, Matt, because we don't take very many tackles for losses.
No.
You know, when you look at our offense, we don't.
Martinez, quick strike over to Reynolds. Reynolds to the 45-yard line, called down to the 44. Actually mark it at the 45, so gain of 4 sets up 3rd down and 4 yards for Muskegon.
That's Quentin Reynolds' 2nd reception of the game, and that puts him up over 50 yards receiving for this game so far.
Martinez on 3rd down, keeps it himself, and he gets dropped for a loss. Great play there from Cameron Schnick. Coming through, check that. That was not Schnick. That was Dylan Andrews, the middle linebacker for the Jenison Wildcats. Dropping Martinez for a couple-yard loss. Sets up 4th down and 7. And Big Red's keeping their offense out in the field.
And we just got through talking about the fact we don't get tackled for losses very often.
That's what we get for talking about it. Cam drops, looking to pass. He's got Watts out of the backfield. Great job by Tommy, holding on to that after the big stick from Caleb Dean. 4th down conversion.
I am really impressed with Tommy Watts now. I mean, that right there shows how strong that young man is. And securing that ball, taking a hit like that.
Great job by the Big Reds there. 1st down, 10 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. Martinez looking deep, he's got a man. Jump it up, Amari Crowley pulls it in and couldn't hold on. Crowley had it right there and couldn't pull it down.
You know what?
Put that one right where it needed to be.
Come right back with the same play.
Yeah, try it again. So Crowley still thinking about that one as he lines up split far to the right side. Henderson goes in motion. Watts is going to get the handoff. Watts looking for somewhere to go. Flag down on the play. And that's something we didn't see too much of in the first half, Coach. Not a lot of penalties on the Big Reds, just 1 for 10 yards.
Right. Exactly, and now looks like we're going to get penalized here. Jenison was penalized 3 times in the first half for 24 yards, so very clean game. Very clean game as far as penalties.
So that's going to be a 2nd penalty on the Big Reds, 10-yard variety. It's going to set up 2nd down and 20. So Big Reds will regroup. Coach Brent White on the sideline sends in this call to Cameron Martinez. Crowley split wide to the right, trips to the left of Martinez, who's got Watts to his left-hand side as well. Cam's going to keep this one himself. Cam is close to the original 1st down marker. Gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. Sets up 3rd down and we'll call 14 to go for the Big Reds.
Robert Gee Jr., what a block he just threw. Boy, I tell you what, these the Big Reds players are so aggressive on their perimeter blocking.
3rd and 14 for Martinez and company. Cam gets away from pressure, keeps it alive, spins the other way, and he's just going to unleash one, pulling it in, touchdown Big Reds, Tyrese Oaks. What a play from Martinez.
Oh my gosh, replay that on your TiVo because you can't get enough of it.
Great job there, but the officials are back. Ineligible receiver downfield on the Big Reds.
I don't care, I love watching the play.
Oh man. The men in stripes take that one off the board for the Big Reds. Cam Martinez had connected on the big strike to Tyrese Oaks, but when a play goes that long, it's a hard thing to do as a lineman to stay close to the line of scrimmage.
Well, and again, I'd have to see that play on film again to really see if he was, because Shane's pretty adamant about his point right now. And I as a former coach, I'm going to reserve judgment here.
Right. That's very fair. All right,
but
so
it was a great play.
Loss of 5 with the penalty, sets up 3rd and 19 now. Martinez looking for somewhere to go, and oh man, off the mark on that intended toss for Reynolds there. Sets up 4th down. And Big Red sending out the punt team.
Interesting.
Down to the 43-yard line.
I didn't know we had a punt team.
And that's Quentin Reynolds, who will now go back to handle the punt duties. And back
I'm
deep,
looking at this
Caleb
going.
Dean.
I'm looking at this, Matt, going, what formation is this?
Yeah.
It's an illegal formation.
Flag on the play. And whoa, dangerous play by Dean. And he's looking for somewhere to go, and finally gets taken down at about the 20 or about the 15-yard line. Robert G on the tackle, and we'll see. Going to be a pre-snap penalty on the Big Reds, it appears. So the Big Reds, who had only had 1 penalty in the first half, a little bit of a penalty bug here on this drive, and now we're going to get moved back one more time.
And we lose points.
Yeah. So we've had points taken off the board. We've had 15 yards of penalties. And we're going to try it all over again, as Dean will go back deep again, and Reynolds staying on his own 37. And late arriving to the party, Dietrich Fondren gets back out there.
Tight formation here.
Yep, high snap, but Reynolds gets a good, nice looking kickoff there. And Dean's going to get up to about the 18, 19-yard line. Good special teams coverage there from the Big Reds, and Jenison starts right near their own 20-yard line.
Tell you what, that was an interesting series right there.
Interesting is one word.
Well, it'd be frustrating as a coach down there on the sidelines, you know, but boy, I just love seeing the athleticism our kids show.
So here comes Jaden Vandalzen and company back out for the Wildcats. Vandalzen has got a wing to his right, 2 receivers to his right, 1 split wide left. He works out of the shotgun on 1st and 10. Handoff, Buckholes, breaks a couple tackles, gets back to the line of scrimmage, no more. 2nd down and 10.
Taron Walker again on the tackle. Julius Sims had him back there, Matt.
He did. He had him
back there.
Didn't wrap him quite up. Buckles has been hard to bring down for the Big Reds.
You know, he does have a low center of gravity, and he does a good job of keeping his feet moving.
So back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10. And in motion, everything to the left of Vandalzen here. Waiting for the late play call to come in from the sideline. And Jenison's going to have to use a timeout here early in the 2nd half. 7:49 to go in the 3rd quarter. Big Reds up 17. Timeout by the Wildcats. We'll be back after this. Out of the Jenison timeout, Wildcats have it on their own 20-yard line. 2nd down and 10. With 7:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter, Vandalzen drops back, pressure comes, gets away from it, looking for somewhere to go. Flag down, pass falls incomplete. Flag in the defensive backfield here. We'll wait and see what the call is.
I think we're going to get a defensive holding.
That's
in the secondary
kind of
back there.
where it is.
Yeah, but we can't give that man that much time back there running around either.
So after just one flag in the first half. That's 4 penalties already in the first 4 minutes and 19 seconds of this third quarter, all against the Big Reds. So that's going to make it a first down for Jenison up to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Van Dalzen hands that one off. Buckholz has it, falls forward for 3. 2nd down and 7.
Demetrius Walker on the tackle right there. Kind of jumped on his back. That's why he was able to pick up a 1.5 yards, 2 yards after he was the contact was made.
Clock rolling, 7:20 to go here in the third quarter of play. Van Dalzen's going to have 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Now man in motion will balance things out. 2 wide to either side as he fakes the handoff. Van Dalzen, nice job. Shakes a man and gets up across the 35 to the 37-yard line. 4-yard gain, and Van Dalzen had to move.
I tell you what,
had a problem.
That was a great call defensively because I'm looking at Max. I mean, they're just coming out, Max. I mean, the farthest defensive player off the ball was 3.5 yards right there. So when you get people up that close, they're going to make something happen real quick.
3rd down, 3 yards to go for Jenison here at their own 37-yard line. Wildcats.
This is Matt. This is where you want to make sure Jaden Van Dalzen is on your radar because he's going to carry this football.
We'll spread it wide, 2 to either side. Van Dalzen keeps it, options it, and they're going to take the man down. Zamarius Walker taken down in the backfield for a loss on the play. Back to the 34-yard line, loss of 3. Sets up 4th down and 6 for the Wildcats here. Down 17 in the third quarter, halfway through the third quarter of play, and the punt team comes out.
Well, Pierre Johnson, the junior, came up again. Everyone played assignment football defensively right there. Somebody took the dive, somebody took the quarterback, and somebody definitely was on the pitch man, and that was Pierre Johnson.
Great job by the Big Reds.
People make a living, Matt, doing that.
Martinez is going to be back on the punt return here as Jenison again goes with this odd formation with the punter with a man right now. High snap! Here comes the Big Reds, and Jenison's just going to jump on top of it at the 7-yard line, and that's where the Big Reds will take it over. 1st and goal. Well, it's not even a turnover technically, but
no, but it's definitely a special teams error on Jenison's part, and it sure does leave for a short field for the Big Red offense.
So the Big Reds will take it over at the 7. Martinez and company come out. 1st and goal. See if they can take advantage of it here. Up by 17, looking to add to their lead.
You know, I don't know, Matt, if people pay attention to the splits that these offensive linemen have, but
Henderson in motion. They're going to hand it off. Tommy Watts fighting up the middle down to the 3-yard line. 5-yard gain on 1st down.
Oh, Tommy Watts just sitting there hiding behind big Dwayne Anderson and Jamarius Dickerson.
And Tommy a little slow getting up for the Big Reds, and that I'm going to quick come out and check on him. Athletic trainer Ted Quick. Tyrell Tolliver, the athletic training team for the Big Reds, as Watts had a great first half in this game and coming off a huge game last week. And
yeah, he rolled his right ankle. Rolled his right ankle.
Jakari Kitchen checks into the game for the Big Reds. Cam keeps this one himself, fights through, dives to the end zone, touchdown Big Reds. Cam Martinez carries the defender with him into the end zone.
Oh my gosh, and again, he's following big Jakari Kitchen into the end zone.
Big Reds add to their lead 26-3 with 4:51 left to go here in quarter number 3. So a big 2-play, 7-yard drive for the Big Reds.
Yeah, but we got to make sure we get Tommy Watts back. He's being looked at over here on the sideline right now with that right ankle.
Gutierrez on for the PAT after a bad snap the last time. His kick was blocked. Snap is better. Kick is up and kick is through. 27 27-3. Big Reds lead by 24. 4:51 left to go here in the third. We'll take a break and be back after this.
We want to thank our friends from Mercy Health Sports Medicine and Athletic Performance Center for sponsoring Big Red Football. Mercy Health, providing our community with athletic training support services for over 30 years. Mercy Health Sports Medicine, exceptional care for athletes of all ages. Jim Tire Company has kept pace with the changing auto service world in the over 75 years it's been in business. But one constant has been family ownership. Jim Tire Company are proud of their great service and customer relationships. Jim Tire offering new and used tire sales and services located at 665 West Clay Avenue. Our thanks to Jim Tire Company for their support of Big Reds football.
4:51 left to go here in the third quarter of play from David McKenzie Stadium. Thanks everybody for watching Channel 96 Muskegon. Matt Chapkus, Mike Taylor bringing you the action as the Big Reds have a 27-3 lead over the Jenison Wildcats. And Jose Gutierrez kicks it high, end over end kick. That's going to be grabbed by Caleb Dean around the 10-yard line. Dean up the left sideline. He's got a big head of steam. But the ball is loose. Big Reds need to jump on it now. Jenison picked it up. No, the ball's still loose, and I think the Wildcats are finally going to get it near the 37-yard line. Who's at the bottom of the pile with the ball? That ball bounced all over the place, and the Wildcats come away with it.
Unbelievable how many opportunities we had to fall on that ball. But again, we had a couple kids try to pick it up.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about that, Coach. You say opportunities to fall on the ball.
Yeah, just
nobody tried to fall on it. Everybody tried to scoop.
Oh yeah, boy! You talk about a major turnover after we just, after the snap on the punt there for us.
So that ball ends up deep into Muskegon territory. Wildcats have it. 1st and 10. Van Dalzen fakes. Now looking. He's going deep, and that's going to be picked up. Tyrese Oaks has it for the Big Reds. And back the other way he goes. Muskegon takes the ball right back. Couldn't get the turnover on the kickoff, so we'll just take it on the INT. Big Reds have it at their own 37. 1st down and 10. Martinez fakes the handoff. Rolls to his right, and he's got a man wide open in the middle of the field. Coming back the other way is Reynolds down the right sideline, taken down inside the 15-yard line. Quentin Reynolds will take it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 46-yard pass and catch for the Big Reds.
And no yellow laundry on the field, Matt.
Clock rolling. Here in 3:10 left to go here in quarter number 3. Big Reds up 24 and looking to add to it. Martinez keeping it himself down the left sideline, tiptoeing through and finally knocked out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. Great run there from Cam Martinez. Sets up 3rd down and short. And Martinez gets the call from Brent White. Back to the line of scrimmage come the Big Reds.
Martinez with 3 TDs on the night.
3rd down and 2, and Cam's going to keep it himself off the left side. Touchdown, Big Reds. Cam Martinez goes 4 yards, and Muskegon adds to their lead. David Elmore, Billy Roberts clearing the way.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that 4 TDs for that man tonight.
So the Big Reds extend their lead 33-3 with 2:58 left to go here in quarter number 3. And they're going to go for 2.
Why not? We have Jakari Kitchen.
Martinez takes the snap, looks for the back of the corner in the end zone, pulled down, but then Porter couldn't hold on. Porter got held and then interfered with. 2 separate flags, both in the end zone. And I got to believe they're both on the Wildcats.
Well, I was surprised Taryn Walker was wide open here in the flats too. So
we're going to try the 2-point conversion.
So we have 2 penalties against us and the ball doesn't move. I like that.
Yeah. Cam takes it off the left side, and he's going to walk in for the 2-point conversion. 35-3. Big Reds lead by 32 with 2:58 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break and be back after this.
Lakeshore Carpet One can serve all your home carpet needs. Former Big Red Brett Thorson and his staff are ready to serve you. Lakeshore Carpet One, a proud sponsor of Big Reds football. Located at the corner of Sherman and McCracken, it's Lakeshore Carpet One. G&L Greek Chili Dogs is a proud supporter of Big Reds football. With their signature chili dog, varied menu, and friendly table service, G&L provides a unique dining opportunity with 3 locations in Muskegon, on Sherman, Sternberg, and Apple Avenue. G&L Greek Chili Dogs, a Muskegon tradition since 1926.
Back here from Jenison's David McKenzie Stadium, Big Reds add to their lead. A Cam Martinez 4-yard touchdown run. He ran in the 2-point conversion as well. And the Big Reds lead 35-3. Line drive kick fielded by Dean for the Wildcats, and he's got a nice return up across the 30 near the 35-yard line, and that's where Jenison will set up camp. First down and 10.
Brian Stinson on the tackle, and Jakari Kitchen.
So we saw Tommy Watts go down in that last short drive for the Big Reds, and he is back up on his feet, and he was running on the sideline, so hopefully we'll see him again before the afternoon is over.
Yeah, and we're actually 1 score away from a running clock here.
2:51 to go here in quarter number 3 as Van Dalzen works out of the gun. 4 receivers to his right. Interesting looking formation here from the Wildcats. Man in motion is Walker, and he's got a nice gain, and watch out, he's got a big hole down the right sideline. Breaks 1 tackle and finally taken down at the 14-yard line. Zamarius Walker, the big run for the Jenison Wildcats. 50-yard run right there.
That is the longest play from scrimmage for an opponent this year, I believe.
I think so. I was just going to say the same thing. I believe that's the biggest play the Big Reds have given up this year. And Jenison gets it from their senior slot receiver, Zamarius Walker this time. They try and pound it up the middle. Van Dalzen checked that. He kept it himself and gets down to the 10, a gain of 4. Second down. Wow, they're going to call it at the 9, 2nd and 5. And Jenison up in the tempo a little bit here.
Nice tackle again by number 3, Julius Sims. We got Jordan Porter just came out of the game.
Van Dalzen splits 2 wide to either side with Buckholz in the backfield with him on 2nd and 5. They can get a first down at the 4-yard line. Van Dalzen fakes the handoff to Buckholz.
Holding.
Holy smokes, was that a hold? How do they not throw a flag on that one with all the flags we've seen thrown our way? No gain on the play, but come on.
The jersey stretched 2 foot right there. Oh, that's great. We don't mind.
Oh, 3rd down for the Wildcats. 3rd down and 4, we're going to call it. They did give him a yard gain on that play. Van Dalzen again hands that one off, a little behind the back to Walker. Walker down, and they're going to call the touchdown. Zamarius Walker on the reverse, behind the back handoff for the score.
Oh, that's illegal, that kind of trickery.
So Jenison gets a touchdown on the board. We haven't seen the opponent score a touchdown in a couple weeks here on the Big Reds. Wildcats will bring out Nate Ross.
Well, the big play comes back to haunt us, man.
Oh, absolutely. Big 50-yard play from Walker. A couple plays before that. PAT is good for Ross, and Jenison adds to their total. Big Red still on top, 35-10 with 59 seconds to go. We'll take a quick break and be back after this. Jenison Wildcats get their first touchdown of the game. Couple big runs from Zamarius Walker, including an 8-yard score to finish off the drive. And with 59 seconds to go here in the third quarter, Big Reds up 35-10. Robert G. Jr. standing at his own 10-yard line, ready to receive this kick from Michael Kerr. High end-over-end kick that G's going to take from about the 17-yard line. G has blockers in front of him down the right sideline, up across the 35, and knocked out of bounds. Near the 40-yard line, that's where the Big Reds will take over, first down and 10.
Great field position for our offense to come on the field right now. Again, we've got enough time here, Matt, for a couple plays left in this third quarter. And, you know, we just need to secure the ball right now and take it down the field. We're sitting fine.
Big Reds have scored on 5 of their 6 possessions so far here in this game. Martinez will work out of the shotgun spread look, and now man comes in motion. They're going to hand that one off. That is Cam Martinez. He took the handoff from Crowley. Cam looking for somewhere to go. And finally, late hit on the play as Martinez got hit very late over on the Jenison sideline. So Crowley was at quarterback and Martinez was the runner that play. And personal foul called on Jenison after that. He's going to move the ball into Jenison territory inside the 40-yard line.
Coach Zeitman over there on their sideline telling his kids, calm down. Calm down.
So they're going to say Cam got it up to the 45. So they're going to bring it all the way to the Jenison 40-yard line. First down and 10. So Crowley getting some work in at quarterback here against the Wildcats. First and 10. Crowley fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, hesitates, steps back, and now he's got a big hold on the left sideline. Crowley breaks loose at the 10-5, touchdown, Big Reds. Amari Crowley goes 40 yards, no flags. That's a good score for the Big Reds.
All I can say is on that is zoot, boom, cuckoo.
Amari Crowley, the 40-yard run right there for Muskegon. And the Big Reds lead right back up to 32 with 31 with a chance to make it 32 here on the PAT. 2-play drive to answer back for Muskegon.
25 seconds, 27 seconds.
Gutierrez for the PAT. Snap is good, kick is up, kick is through. 42 for the Big Reds, 10 for the Wildcats. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll take another break and be back after this. At the Meat Block, their products have been selected with 5 generations of experience and knowledge of the meat industry since 1909. All products are aged properly for the taste and tenderness desired. We are proud to provide the quality service that the Anderson family has been supplying for over 100 years. All of our products are USDA choice grade or better. Some of the best restaurants in West Michigan serve our products. A proud supporter of Big Red football, the Meat Block at 2330 East Broadway Avenue, the cuts you dine out for.
Lakeshore Carpet One can serve all your home carpet needs. Former Big Red Brett Thorson and his staff are ready to serve you. Lakeshore Carpet One, a proud sponsor of Big Reds football. Located at the corner of Sherman and McCracken, it's Lakeshore Carpet One.
Yeah, again, we came out better.
Yeah.
You know, make sure we give a shout out to Dave Loring, you know, the all-pro photographer, cameraman.
Oh, All-American.
All-American.
Unbelievable. All right. So Gutierrez is going to try this one again. And
oh my goodness.
Walker picked it up. And Walker is in a world of trouble at the 5-yard line. And then we get a face mask penalty to give him back some field position.
That ball was so close to going out of bounds.
And
even with the penalty, we're still going to end up in better shape. Well, you know, and again, a penalty like that, the kids are just flying, trying to make
aggressive football.
Yeah, and he's, you know, the running, he just spinning, and you know, the kids are wrapping their arms, and you know what, they happen to. I mean, who would have thought we'd hit him with 5 guys and he'd still be on his feet?
So late substitution in defensively for the Big Reds as Van Dalzen takes it on first down, keeps it himself, and got right back to the line of scrimmage. No more. Big Red's doing a far better job on that option play.
Taryn Walker again in there on the tackle, and was assisted right there by DeJuan Lindsay. So, again, that's great pressure.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Big Reds put some more points on the board. They lead 42-10 after 3. We'll take a quick break and be back after this. Back from Jenison's David McKenzie Stadium, Big Reds with a 42-10 lead. And Coach Mike Taylor with me here as Jenison lines it up 2nd down and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Jaden Van Dalzen sends a man in motion. Keeps this one, looking for a hole. Finds one on the left side up to the 25-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play, sets up 3rd down and 5.
Nice job right there, Trayvon Kosey in on the tackle. Also with Taryn Walker. And again, it all comes down to our motto, Matt: life, liberty, and the pursuit of championships.
Coach, did you know that these Channel 96 broadcasts are now available worldwide? Worldwide.
They should be. It's the best show in town, and it needs to be exposed.
Channel 96 Muskegon available now on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. Please check that out. A free download. You can watch these games anywhere in the world.
Well, you know, we haven't had too many touches on that quarterback other than when he's carrying that ball for that option.
And he's going to carry it again. Van Dalzen finds a nice hole up the middle, and he's across midfield and taken down at the 45-yard line. Nice run there by Van Dalzen, 20 yards on the carry.
Again, a touchdown-saving tackle by Tyrese Oaks right there, the junior. Quinshaw Clincy in the game for the Big Reds on that defensive line.
Man in motion, and they're going to do that handoff behind the back again. This time it's Schmidt on the carry. Alexander Schmidt with a 1st down. That's the same play they ran on the touchdown, the opposite direction.
Right. Kobe Lewis on the tackle right there. All the quarterback does is to the front side there, he shows a handoff, but his ball is in the right hand behind his back. And the receiver goes behind him and takes the handoff. So the ball is not visible.
So the Wildcats using a little trickeration here to get another nice chunk of yardage here. Ball down to the 31-yard line. That's where Jenison has it, 1st down and 10. All receivers to the left of Van Dalzen here. Quick check is Schnick in motion, now lined up at a wing. Van Dalzen has it. He's going to run the option with Schnick, pitches it to Schnick. Schnick juggles it and holds on and gets up to the 28-yard line. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Out of the timeout, Wildcats right up to the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down and 12. Van Dalzen takes the snap, pressure coming. He rolls to his right, and pass falls incomplete. Tyrese Oaks just got a fingertip on that one to knock it away from the intended target, Cameron Schnick.
Boy, and I tell you, Taryn Walker was putting the heat on him right there. And for a quarterback to be rolling to a right-handed throwing quarterback, rolling to his left, that's a tough play right there.
Now the call comes in from the Jenison side to Van Dalzen. Van Dalzen drops back, pressure comes, and pass falls incomplete. Hand on it for Julius Sims. Intended target was Schmidt, and now
this is we haven't had a lot of, I don't know if we've had a quarterback sack tonight.
I don't think we have. That's a good point. 4th down and long. Here comes the pressure. Pass falls incomplete. No flags on the play. Turnover on downs. Ball back to the Big Reds.
Shane Fairfield is smiling after that defensive stop right there.
Coach, one thing we haven't talked about yet. This is news came out this week. This is the final year for the OK Black.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're getting rid of it, and Muskegon's going to be in the OK Green. We'll still have some familiar faces with Union, Mona Shores, and Reese Puffer, but we're welcoming in some Hollanders.
Holland,
the Dutch, Zeeland,
West,
and Wyoming coming into the fold next year will be in the OK Green. So interesting setup there. Quick pass for the Big Reds on the right sideline. Japri Henderson, and he takes it up near midfield. As Martinez back behind center, 17 yards on the pass and catch. What was your reaction when you saw the setup with the with the adjusted lineups?
I think it's going to be great. And I'll tell you what, there's 4 elite teams that usually go deep into playoffs, you know, with Zeeland East, Zeeland West, and then you throw in Mona Shores and the Big Reds here. I think it's phenomenal. And boy, I'm excited for it. I'm real excited for it.
Martinez completes it to Reynolds, down to the 36-yard line goes Quinton, 14-yard passing catch. Interesting, Jenison, who has been with the OK Black Conference for quite a while, was a former member of the OK Red, and they are returning back to that OK Red Conference next year.
Right. It's going to be interesting. I'm not a big fan of the new playoff format, but the conference alignment I like.
Big Reds run it up the middle, not too much there on the handoff. There's Jakari Kitchen, the junior. Gets a gain of about 3 on first down, maybe 4. We'll call it second down and 6 as they mark it at the 32-yard line.
Coach Matt Bowles, offensive line coach down there pacing the sidelines, watching his linemen.
Martinez completes it. Crowley's got it. Crowley breaks a tackle, puts a shoulder down, and gets down near the 20-yard line. Amari Crowley on the catch, and another first down for the Big Reds.
Couple things. That shows tremendous poise and field awareness right there, what Amari Crowley did. He caught the ball, and instead of looking for, cutting way back to make a big play, he put his head down and got 3 or 4 more yards right there. The second thing is, how about Cam Martinez? Boy, what you talk about a multi-dimensional threat.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you worry about him running, you better worry about him throwing the football.
Kitchen off the left side on the handoff down to the 15-yard line, gain of about 7 yards on first down, running behind Big Billy Roberts.
Tell you what, Jamarius Dickerson, wow, laying folks out. Keep your eye on him, right guard, number 66.
Second down and 3. Martinez with a quick pass to Japri Henderson. Henderson down to the 10-yard line. Forward progress down to the 9, a gain of 6. And first down and goal coming up for the Big Reds.
Tell you what, you talk about a great controlled passing game right now. The Big Reds are demonstrating it.
So under 7 minutes to go here in quarter number 4. First and goal for the Big Reds. Martinez hands that Kitchen down to the 3-yard line, fighting down to the 2, and they're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line. 9-yard run for Jakari Kitchen right there, sets up second down, and here comes in Jordan Porter. Going to bring some tight ends in. Walker's going to come in as well. And the Big Reds are going to try and pave the way to a running clock here with about 6.5 minutes to go in quarter number 4.
Jakari Kitchen hit that hole before they even knew what happened.
Martinez out of the gun. Cam hands that to Kitchen. Right up the middle he goes. Touchdown, Big Reds. Jakari Kitchen on the 2-yard touchdown run. Big Reds add to their lead. It's 48-10.
Jakari Kitchen worked so hard on that drive, I think he lost 2 pounds.
Big Reds.
And he can't afford that.
No. Showing off a little depth there at the running back position, getting Kitchen a good series. And now another PAT coming up, and we're going to have a running clock.
Well, in Gutierrez, we had a great opportunity, Matt, to interview him before the game, and he's a soccer player, and it's amazing how he moved away from Muskegon and then came back.
Yeah.
And middle school, and so now he's been in the system for a couple of years here, but
PAT is good.
He adds a whole new dimension to this football team when he's kicking good.
A very good kick right there. 49-10, Big Reds on top. We'll take a break and be back after this. Big Reds on top here from David McKenzie Stadium at Chapkus. And the coach Mike Taylor bringing in the action as Gutierrez end over end kick. That's going to bounce. Oh man, that thing died. It had to be picked up, and a big hit delivered on special teams by the Big Reds. Great job right there. Coming through, Dietrich Fondren laying the wood for Muskegon. On that return by Caleb Dean up to about the 18-yard line.
The junior right there, boy, I tell you what, he plays with a passion, you know, when he comes down in these special teams. You know, the one thing is, I really, you know, these kids on the special teams, you know, if they run a 4-5 or a 4-6 or a 4-3 or a 5-1, that's exactly the effort they give when they go down to cover.
Sweeping off the left side for the Wildcats, and not much space there. They're moving to the OK Blue Conference, where they'll be back in a conference with Spring Lake. They've been in a conference with them for many years, so interesting move, and probably one that the Trojans are supporting.
I would imagine they're ecstatic. I'd like to sit down and talk to the two coaches from the Zeeland school, see how they feel about it.
Not exactly as much fun there, and sweeping off the right side that time, Schnick, and he's going to get dropped back to the original line of scrimmage, so everything he gained on first down, he lost on second down, sets up third down and 10.
Our Big Red athletes get to when they get ready to compete. I mean, their eyes are just wide open. They are so excited. They're so enthusiastic about, you know, competing.
Van Dalzen on third down, and pass too tall for his intended target. Jenison will punt this one away. Their punter standing at his own 3-yard line. And a little bit of a shank that's not even going to get to midfield, and that's where the Big Reds will take over. Big part of the Muskegon Big Red Athletic Foundation. We can't thank Tony enough, because he's the reason that we both stand here. Crowley keeps this one himself and gets blasted, keeps on his feet, and forward progress to the 43-yard line. Great job.
Yep, and we are now under the 2-minute mark here in this football game.
Crowley hands this one off the left side. That's Fondren on the carry for the Big Reds. Dietrich Fondren with a nice run there.
We're at home next week, Matt.
We are. Home finale for the regular season. Although with this victory here, Coach, we punch our ticket. We're going to have Week 10.
Absolutely. These kids have guaranteed Week 10 with this win here tonight, moving into the 2019 playoffs.
Kitchen will line up next to Crowley in the backfield. Man in motion off the sweep, and handoff goes to Stinson. No, about 5 yards on that play, maybe 6, and we'll see if the Big Reds even try to run one more play here. And coach is shaking hands on the sideline. That's going to do it. Here from David McKenzie Stadium at Jenison High School, your final score, the Big Reds 49 and the Wildcats of Jenison 10. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back down on the field. We'll try and catch a couple players and Coach Shane Fairfield right after this.
Mike Taylor and Matt Chapkus here. Big Red Network, big game for the Big Reds today. Coming in down here to Jenison, defeating them, and not only defeating them, but I'd say you guys sent a good message too. And again, big game because you now qualify for Week 10.
Yes, sir.
Right now, we've got here Quentin Reynolds, senior. Quentin, tell me what position you play.
Wide receiver.
I tell you what, you had a tremendous game tonight. Tell me how you guys prepared last week with all this rain.
Well, we really prepared like we prepare every week, knowing like the rain was not really a factor for us, and just got to catch balls whenever we get them.
Senior leadership on this team.
Yeah.
You guys go out and join a Marine camp this summer. You start teaching the Marines how to train because it's the Big Red way. What did you come away with this summer working out like that?
Like keep grinding, never stop, basically.
You know, the other thing is, you make so many big plays in a game like that. How do you when you guys give up a first down even, what's your mentality in that defensive huddle?
Our offense got to get one right back. We got to get more first downs than they do.
Nice. Tell you what, the third quarter, we kind of lost composure, a couple of penalties. The other thing is, how does Coach take that?
Man, coach, you gotta see him. It's so funny. He get yelling and everything, running up and down the sideline.
And tell me, what do you want to tell Coach about? Hey, calm down, we got this.
Yeah, you just gotta chill. Yeah.
Well, and right here, I've got my man, number 3 in your playbook, but number 1 in your heart, and no doubt about it, Julius Sims. What a game you had tonight.
Thank you.
Tell me, every play, you got your mindset, I'm making this play.
Yes, I'm making the tackle every time. I'm finna hit you. I'm finna come at you every time the same way, and I ain't gonna stop coming.
Right now, you guys, I mean, how many years have you been playing football?
Since I was 3.
3. Tell me exactly what it is you like about the game of football.
Growing up, I love to run and make touchdowns, but now since I got to high school, I love to hit people.
You'd like to hit people. And again, do you play any other sports here at Muskegon?
I'm gonna run track, and I used to play basketball.
Not enough money in that.
No, it's not even that.
What do you come away with the first 6 weeks of the season? What do you think about the leadership on this team and the direction you're headed as a team going into week 7?
We're going up. And the first 6 weeks, it was fun. Like the first 3 weeks was big. We had to make them come.
I mean, right now, if Coach Fairfield came to you and said, "Hey, we need you at offensive guard,"
I would do it.
I know you would. You want to play that game. Tell me about some of the hits tonight on defense. Your eyes must just get huge when you say, "Oh, I got a shot at this guy."
See, I play defense with an attitude because before the season started, I lost my best friend. But 3 days before the first game. 3 to 4 days before the first game, so I play defense with an attitude. Like every game, I get an attitude. I don't talk before the game.
When you talk about a mentality for a defensive player coming on the field, what is your mindset when it comes to tackling? Because I see so many people go up today and they don't really wrap up. They just go in there for the collision. You seem to wrap those arms up, and when you get a hit on someone, they usually go down.
Yes, I'll be mad. I'll be angry. I'm angry. All while I'm playing defense, I'm angry.
Well, that takes care of that. Right now, I got Tyrese Oaks over here. Okay, Tyrese.
Yes, sir.
Interception tonight down there. I thought you had that one going back to the house.
Man, I tried.
Didn't you see Cam Williams yelling at you? Run, run.
Yes, sir. I'm just glad it counted this time. That's my 7th pick of the season, but this is the second one that counted.
7 interceptions. Wow. Yes, that's a career for most high school players.
Yes, sir. The record is 10. I'm coming for it still, though. I'm still coming for it.
Willie, don't be watching this getting upset. What message do you give to Willie out there watching?
Hey, you ain't going to step up too soon, though. It's coming down soon. It's coming.
Next week, last home game of the year. What's your approach going into this work week?
I'm just going to do it for the seniors. We got to come out with a banger. And it's going to be their last home game, so they're going to take it serious. They're going to take it very serious. They're going to come out strong, play their best for their last game, and we're just going to put on the show.
Over to Matt Chapkiss right now.
All right, just one final thought from each of you guys. 6-0, so we know that Week 10's coming up. What's the goal the next 3 weeks? Because we got a big game in 2 weeks, but we got to pay attention to Union next week first.
Just come out with a bang. Win every game until we get to Ford Field and win that one.
All right.
We're working on ourselves right now. We're preparing ourselves for the playoffs. Next week is really it's a week for us to get better. Slowly watch film, and make the tweaks to the defense that we need.
Fellas, last question. I want to know, you win a game like this, what's on the menu?
The menu for food?
Yeah, what are we eating after the game for celebrating?
I'm going to Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
I'm going to go to McDonald's.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
We're going to a lot of places tonight, folks. We hope to see you there.
Or I might join my little brother and go to Red Lobster.
Plans just changed. We don't know where we're going. Back to you at Big Red headquarters.
Port City Federal Credit Union, Lakeshore Carpet One, Core Realty Partners, Jinman Tire Company, Schmidt Roofing and Construction, Bowman's Body Shop, Brickley DeLong Certified Public Accountants, Mercy Health Sports Medicine and Athletic Performance Center, Benton Baker Honda, G&L Greek Chili Dogs, and the Trophy House and Jones Sports. The Meat Block,